ऑडिटोरियम में, तो देखते हैं क्या होता है, फिर चलते हैं, आपको भी दिखाते हैं। अच्छा, ऑडिटोरियम में अभी सेमिनार शुरू होने के लिए थोड़ी देर थी, तो मैं यहाँ कुछ खाने के लिए आ गया हूँ, क्योंकि क्लासेस थी सुबह से, क्विज़ भी थी। तो रास्ते में मुझे नबील मिला था, बस नबील से मुलाकात हो गई है, तो कुछ खाते हैं, उसके बाद ऑडिटोरियम में मिलते हैं। अच्छा, ये इनका पुलाव है, काफ़ी अच्छा टेस्ट है, बाकी खा लें फिर मिलते हैं।
A few moments later.
Student, whatever your status is in life, that you can improve just 1%. You can make a list. How many of you are willing to improve just 1% in life from next year?
All.
Thank you very much. And I'm so grateful, sir, for you to raise hand. You are already too improved, you don't need to, but brilliant. And I raised my hand as well. Can we look at, just quickly as a students, you want to get a maximum number, your CPG, is it CPG? Why? And you want to improve that, you want to improve your communication skills as an advocate. How many advocates to be? Law students? Yeah, almost more than half, right? Okay, brilliant. And IT students? Yeah, number of them. And you all want to improve personally and professionally in your own domain. What you need to do, in your own time, whenever you get a chance, on a notebook, honestly write down, these are the aspects of life I want to improve. I want to improve communication skill, meticulous reading, I want to find a solution to these problems, I want to have a better handwriting, I want to have a better memory, physically I want to be this and the other. Whatever your aspect, just 1 dozen, don't make it 2 dozen. 1 dozen aspects of your life as a student, as a brother, as a sister, as a father, mother, whatever. Just 1% improvement in each aspect of life, and I promise if you stick to it just for 5 years, you will be absolutely fantastic human being, a brilliant Pakistani and a wonderful Muslim. And which is not hard. You all accepted 1% is easy. So how many of you will improve 1%? We all raise hand. Let's make this a resolution this year. I will improve just 1% a month. Brilliant. Sorry, you want to say something? Thank you very much. She raised a very important and valid point. 2 things are important I'll share with you, because I did promise with you I'll try to find solution for everything. 2 things are important. Let me say first thing which is so important. Trust me, there is no alternative to hard work in life. No alternative to hard work in life. No matter what people say, there is no alternative to hard work. And working hard is difficult, we appreciate that. And how to get over it with 2 things. That's why I came up with the theory of marginal gain, because it does not become too cumbersome, too difficult, too hard not to crack, because it's only 1%. Are you with me? And 1% a month, which is not hard. If you miss 1 day, if you miss 3 days, if you miss 1 week, you still have 3 weeks to work at just 1%. Yeah? After hard work, the most important thing is discipline. What is discipline in your view? Anybody want to come up with, say, the definition of discipline?
Do it regardless of how you feel.
Thank you very much. That's the simplest form. Round of claps for him. That's the simplest form of discipline. Do what needs doing no matter how you feel. Because it's only 1%. You can still do it even if you don't feel like it, because it's 1%. And if you put consistency with the discipline, job is done. 1% theory, discipline, hard work, don't forget, there's no alternative to hard work. I wish there was a simple provision in life. No, it's not. I'll share with you what I went through in life in a minute. And then discipline and consistency. Just be consistent. And how to develop discipline, you may be wondering how to develop discipline, because that's the hard bit. Let me give you one nugget, simple nugget. I know we're not used to it, and I need to improve on that 1% because my wife tells me off on that. In the morning, when you come out of your bed, make your bed. Honestly, that is the brilliant start for your discipline of the day. Make your bed. Even if you don't feel like it, put the pillow there. There is supposed to be sheet and bed, quilt, whatever you use, blanket, whatever. Put it right. That is a good starting point. Why women are more disciplined? Because they are used to it. Sorry about this discrimination, but that's what it is. Women are more disciplined than men, generally, in Pakistan. So make your bed in the morning. First thing in the morning, make your bed. That'll give you a good starting point for the day. Any questions so far, please? Capacity I wanted to talk about later. I might as well just mention that now, very quickly. I know we have 1 hour of class. Thank you, sir. But if you get bored, all you need to do is raise your hand. I'll do something about it. You may be thinking, well, I have this weakness. I'm a short, I'm a tall, I'm too white, I'm too black. My language is not very good. I'm a farmer's boy, never studied English properly. How will I be able to speak English? I'm not good at communication. Standing on the stage is hard. You know, it's difficult. And I have my family background, which is hindrance. I have my medical background, which is a problem. Am I right? Yes. Let me give you a few examples. Almost everybody heard about Newton. If Newton is diagnosed today, he would come up with autism, a spectrum of autism. How many have you heard about Edison? If Edison was alive today, honestly, he had a mental deficiency in certain ways. How many have you heard about Elon Musk? Everybody almost. Just 4 years ago, he admitted on a television channel that I am suffering from autism, which is a deficiency spectrum. Bill Gates, even he accepted that I was, when I was young, my mother took me to a specialist to get me checked because I had some weaknesses and deficiencies. You want me to continue? I know you think he's boring, Newton and this and that. Let's talk about something special. You say Newton बेचारा मर ही गया था, शाहरुख ने जिंदा कर दिया. Right. Okay. You know when Shah Rukh Khan was given very first film, he sat in the room. Juhi Chawla arrived later. Shah Rukh came first because it was his first film. And somebody said to Juhi Chawla, you want to introduce yourself to our new hero? He's sitting in the room. She went there, looked at a guy sitting in the one corner, quite a dark, complex, very short, skinny guy, sitting in the corner of the room. She looked at him and said, no, can't be the hero. She went out and asked the staff, where is bloody hero? And he said, hero is sitting in the room. He says, there's somebody sitting in the room. He says, what do you mean? There is nobody. It's probably T-boy sitting in the room. He says, no, there's a hero sitting in the room. He says, okay, help me please. They came and said, ask Shah Rukh Khan. And Juhi Chawla said, honestly, I could not stand there for too long because I couldn't stop laughing. I went outside the room and started. Is this a hero? The same Shah Rukh Khan is the king of the industry today. You know why? Marginal gain, growth mindset, personal and professional development. You know why he says? He says, as a young person, forget about this khana, pina, sona, aram karna. It's not needed when you are a young man. None of that you can manage without it. Crack on with life, whatever you want to achieve. Another story. I know you like, you know? Everybody is kind of nice and bright now. When one film was signed by the tall girl, what's the name of the tall girl? She became Miss World. She stopped filming now. No, before Ashwarya. Shushmita Sen. No, Shushmita Sen? Yeah, Shushmita Sen. Am I right? Whatever. You know what we're talking about. Whatever. She's very tall, am I right? And Shah Rukh Khan is very tall. And at the first film, at the dancing point, Miss San, I call him Miss San. Miss San said, I will maneuver my dance maneuvers in a way that I'm very, you know what I mean? When I dance, I'll knock down for you, so we, you know, in the same level, same frame. You know what Shah Rukh Khan said? Say, Miss San, it's my first film with you. Please, you carry your height and I will carry mine. So, please carry your height. I can continue these. I have 10 examples. Amitabh Bachchan, he was too tall to be a hero. Right in the beginning, he was refused films because how, if you're so skinny and tall, can't be a hero. I'm gonna finish this quickly because otherwise a full lecture on this topic. How many have you heard about, what's his name, the American New Yorker, Terminator 3 hero, what's his name? No, the other one, Terminator 3, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Then he came to the film industry, producers said, you are too big. You're too big, too tall, you can't be a hero, hero can't be that bulky. On top of that, you have a strong accent in the English film industry. How will you survive with such a strong accent? I can't do this, you know. It's not gonna work. Look where he is today. Am I right? And when Terminator 1, 2, 3 came out, the producer said, if you didn't have this body, if you didn't have this voice, they would have created with the machine. You would know better. They would have created it with the machine. So find your ikigai, find your own niche, find and carry your own height. Use your strengths. I can continue other examples if you want.
A few moments later.
I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. Anyway, let's move on. Shh, don't get me into trouble. Don't want my name in ECL. Yes, of course. Thank you very much. Okay, let's talk about, because now we're going to talk about British criminal justice system. Okay? Again, it's part of our personal and professional growth. Are you with me? If you're an IT guy, don't think it's not needed for you. It's equally important for you to know how the system works in the world. Because tomorrow you will be working with the rest of the world. It's good to know how the system works. Let me tell you, same element in the criminal justice system. For example, police, they do the investigation. I'll talk about it one by one briefly. Then it's magistrate's court, and then it's a crown court. Crown court is like a session court in this country, and then is a high court as well as court of appeal and all that. Let's quickly talk about police first. It's simply the way divisions are in this country. For example, Punjab is one kind of province, and it has divisions. Over there, every single division have their own police force, in simple words. West Yorkshire will have own, Greater Manchester will have own automatic promotion in the country. Whether it's a police or anywhere else, any department whatsoever, there is no automatic
अपनी क्लास का तो कोई नहीं इधर
Is
देख
that
रहा
clear?
लॉ वाली ज़्यादा है
So everybody is police constable, no automatic promotion. Every time, if you want to move
बाहर जाके
on and
शॉर्ट्स में
become
डाल दूंगा क्लिप्स कि क्या क्या इन्होंने सिखाया
sub-inspector, superintendent, whatever, you have to do fresh exam, fresh interview based on your performance.
Especially on law, I
Yeah.
think, right?
Yeah, that's very kind
And
of you.
students are participating as well. So I just have to leave, and I'm just saying goodbye to you because
Thank
I
you.
have to meet something.
My absolute pleasure.
And thank you very much for coming here. And I was so, I think I just to, miss you. Initially I talked to Officer that I won't be able to attend it. And I just make sure that I should
That's very kind of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Inshallah, we'll see you again.
That's fine. I'm happy to come back just for the law students. Don't worry about it. You can get my.
Keep it up, and everyone is going to stay here. Thank you.
I'll have to keep quiet now. Otherwise, you know what I say to students? Honestly, I don't want anybody in my lectures sitting because they don't want to be here. I usually tell our students, any of you after 5 minutes, if you think it's not for you, and I'm not good enough for you, because it's my fault if you get bored. And if I'm not good enough, you don't have to stay here, you can leave the room. Okay? And she said, you have to stay here, I can't rule that out now, you are done. You have to put up with me now. Otherwise, I tell students, honestly, if you want to leave, please leave, because it's not a compulsion. If you think I'm not delivering anything, why should you waste your time?
We are enjoying, sir.
Okay? Thank you. Because as I said, it has to be engaging and interactive. I don't believe in boring lessons. Any question on police and magistrates court? No? Good. Sir.
लॉ वालों के लिए ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है क्वेश्चन है वो
government officials, they have to be separate. But in our country, the magistrates are generally administrators.
I understand.
I understand that's not the case in
Not at all. Let me tell you something in Urdu very clearly. Okay? एक तो होता है किसी ने किसी को अप्रोच करना, ऐसे ही है. एक होता है किसी ने किसी को कुछ ऑफर करना, ऐसे ही है. एक होता है किसी ने किसी को कुछ ब्राइब देना, ऐसे ही है. इंग्लैंड में मैं वहाँ since 2014 से बैठा रहा हूँ up until very lately because I'm on break, because I started doing this a bit more frequently. कभी किसी ने सोचा भी नहीं होगा करना होती है. I said in Urdu to make it absolutely clear, nobody would have ever even thought about it. Never mind doing it, and never mind thinking about, never mind, never thought. I'll give you an example, because it has to be fun. Prime Minister, how many people heard David Cameron when he was the Prime Minister of the UK? Yeah? Nick Clegg, Deputy Prime Minister from Sheffield. They both visited one hospital. I'll send you the video if you need video. And visited one hospital, and they were standing next to the patient. And not the registrar, not the head of the hospital, just the supervisor of the ward, came to the room and realized David Cameron and Deputy Prime Minister are standing next to the patient. He walked into the room, he looked at them. You know what he did? He says, "Excuse me, what are you doing in my ward?" Kya kaha?
What are you doing in my ward?
What are you doing in my ward without my permission? If you haven't watched the video, I can send you that. If you have a CR, I'll send that to CR. And Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister looked at each other. He says, "I think he has a point. We should have asked the permission." You know what? He didn't stop there. Okay, what are you doing in my ward? You know what next he said? He says, "Out!"
Wow.
And Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister both walked out of his ward without saying a word. ये नहीं कि उसको कुछ हैक कर देगा, not at all. स्वाद ही करना. It doesn't work like this. That's how you implement the standards, and that's how you implement things. Don't take me wrong. Don't think England में कोई corruption नहीं है. Not at all. I'm not saying that. Have I said that? I haven't said कि England में कोई corruption नहीं है. But there is a kind of corruption which does not impact or impede your daily life. Nobody will ever approach a magistrate. Nobody will ever approach a crown court judge. Never, never. कभी किसी ने सोचा नहीं होगा. But corruption is, for example, some sort of contract is given to one company, but it doesn't affect your life because the difference is only between 19 and 20. One company is, for example, little better, and then the other, and the one which is slightly less, then the first one will get a contract because it's a friend of a minister, but very, very hidden. It does not impact life. I usually don't mind people taking photographs, but I usually say not to make videos, please, if you can. Thank you. Crown Court in the UK. He came out of the court. He was very proud father. My son is working with the barrister judges Gore. You know, so very was very proud father. And came out of the court and he said to me, "I'll stay in Punjabi because he spoke Punjabi. Yeah, he speak Punjabi with me." Because don't some of the unscrupulous consultants, they think about themselves, not you. I can help you what to do before you go abroad and what to do once you get there, as long as you can afford the fee. If you can't afford the fee and you have no plan to study anywhere else in the world, then still follow me on LinkedIn if you can. It's Tawheed Ahmed JP. Get it from the CR. I'll forward the information to the CR. I'm still happy to help if you think you need a bit of income while you're studying, because that's my passion, to transform million lives. That's my passion. And that's why I'm standing here. And I have not charged a single penny. All I had just a cup of tea. Okay? I'm not costing anything to the institution because this is my passion. Okay? Yeah, CR will forward the information, please. Okay? I will forward the information to CR. CR will give you my email. Follow me on LinkedIn, you'll get it. Tawheed Ahmed JP. There's nobody else called Tawheed Ahmed JP. Haven't seen that. Last, I was told 3:45. We're getting there. Yeah, it's 3:36. We're finishing. Can I say something in Urdu? The very last one. तुम शौक से यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ो, पार्क में फूलो. ये मैंने याद किया है आपके. तुम शौक से यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ो, पार्क में फूलो, जायज़ है हवाओं में उड़ो, चरख पे झूलो, मगर बंदा सुखन की एक बात रह याद, अल्लाह को न भूलो. Thank you very much for being patient. It was 1 hour and almost 20 minutes, and you are great that you said.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for such an insightful and
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Thank you all. I know after lunch session is a bit tough to concentrate, but I'm happy that most of you participated in an interactive way, and I learned a lot of things, and thank you Mr. Tawheed Ahmed Saab. I met him incidentally, and I would just briefly say that just by Assalam we get to know each other. He was walking past, going to the prayer mosque, and so I'm happy that it was such a wonderful.
Students, are you ready? Yeah, please come on down. Come on, all of you if you want
अच्छा जो भी था ये फंक्शन ख़त्म हो गया. बाकी दोस्त पता नहीं किधर गया, रास्ते में चले गए थे. बाकी ये आप चलते हैं. कैसा रहा?
बहुत अच्छा लगा. इंग्लिश आप समझ आइए.
हाँ मुझे तो आ रही है. आप लोगों को
बहुत और आपको आई हमें भी आ रही है.
हाँ ठीक है, चलते हैं बाद में मिलते हैं.